Welcome to Mr. Brand's 5th grade everyday math review. In today's lesson, we're going over lesson 5.10, which was the lesson about sharing breakfast, and we're doing some more work with fraction multiplication here. On your home link, you're going to notice that they have a rectangle, and they've got it separated out a little bit, but they also have some spots that they didn't do. I guess you could say they left blank. And so one of the first things that you could do is go ahead and draw in those missing lines. So I went ahead and drew in the missing lines. Now I'm going to think about what does this picture represent? What fraction multiplication problem does this picture represent? And one way to think about it is by looking at it like it was one of the area models. And so if we look here, okay, this would be, there's 3 sections. So this section would represent 1/3. Then looking at it in the other direction, this section also represents thirds, and 2 of them are shaded in. So that would be 1/3 times 2/3, which would give you your answer of 2 9/2. And remember in our last video we talked about how you can multiply the numerators to get the new numerator and the denominators to get the new denominator. Okay, another way to do this, and this is the way that the book has it for answers. I'm going to be honest with you, I find this way a little bit more confusing. But again, I'm going to start by drawing in the lines that aren't there. Hopefully you can't hear that vacuuming in the background. And then I'm going to continue with my thinking, but I'm going to do some extra shading here. So if I shaded in now this whole portion here, that would represent 1/3. Okay, that would represent 1/3. Then if I look at the light blue section, and reshaded that in, okay, so if I shaded that in here, this is almost, like I said, I think this is a little bit more confusing even. But now I'm finding 2/3 of the 1/3, and when we think of, it often shows us multiplication. So that could be times 2/3. So 2/3 of 1/3, or 1/3 times 2/3, and we're still going to end up with 2/9. So again, I prefer kind of looking at this problem like an area model, like in the previous lesson, but you can also look at it in the way that I just described as well. Okay, let's move on to the practice. So there's some addition and subtraction of mixed numbers for this one. So we're going to start with an addition problem of 3 2/5 plus 1 1/10. 3 2/5 plus 1 1/10. Reminder, there are a variety of ways that we can find a common denominator. The one that I have been going to most of the time is with our multiples. So some of you probably have already seen or already know what it is, but I'm still going to write them out up here just to get in the habit of writing it out. So 5, 10, 15, 20. And then for my multiples of 10 would be 10, 20. And I can stop there because 10 is the smallest number that's the same for both. It's my least common multiple. So I'm going to make an equivalent fraction with 10 as my denominator. So for this problem, 5 times 2 is 10. So I have to do 2 times 2, which is 4. 10 times 1 is 10. So I have to do the same thing for the top number. 1 times 1 is 1. I'm adding, so I can go ahead and now add 4/10 plus 1/10, and that answer is going to be 5/10. After I've dealt with the fractions, now I can go to the whole numbers. 3 plus 1 is 4, so my answer is going to be 4 and 5/10. Now that answer is fine for us. Some of you might see 5/10 and think of 1/2, and you can go ahead and write that as well. So 4 and 1/2 would be the other answer. They are the same answer. They are equivalent. The next practice problem we're going to do is a subtraction one, and that is going to be 5 subtract 2 and 2/3. 5 subtract 2 and 2/3. With this problem, there's not a fraction. It's not a mixed number, I'll say, and so we don't have to find a common denominator. That's already been done for us. So our denominator in this case is going to be 3. And it's not necessary to do this. I'm just going to put this here for demonstration purposes. I cannot take 2/3 away from 0/3. So I have to take 1 from the 5. I'm going to add 1 to this side. I'm going to take the 1 from this side and add it here, but I have to add it in the form of a fraction. So if my denominator's 3, 3/3 is the same as 1. So 0/3 plus 3/3 is 3/3. Some of you might be thinking, well, why did he go ahead and write that? Well, it's not always going to be the same. Okay, if this was 1/3 or a different number here. So now I can take my 3/3 and subtract 2/3. 3/3 subtract 2/3 is 1/3. I can come back now over to my whole number. 4 subtract 2 is 2. So my answer for this problem is going to be 2 and 1/3. Okay, for our final subtraction problem, our final problem is going to be another subtraction problem. It will be 4 and 1/4 subtract 2 and 1/2. 4 1/4 subtract 2 1/2. Looking at the denominators, my first thing I need to do is find a common denominator. So I'm going to find my multiples of 4. So 4, 8, 12, 16. And then I'm going to find my multiples of 2, 2, 4, 6. And I can stop there because 4 and 4 are the same. So my new denominator, or the denominator I'm going to use for a common denominator, is 4. Four times 1, that's not quite the same color there. Not that it matters, but. So 4 times 1 is 4. So if I do 4 times 1, I have to do 1 times 1. 1 times 1 is 4. For the bottom fraction, I have to multiply the denominator by 2 because 2 times 2 is 4. Whatever I have to do to the denominator, I also have to do to the numerator. So 1 times 2 is 2. Now I have 1/4 and 2/4, and I can't take 2/4 away from 1/4. So I need to use 1 for my whole numbers. I'm going to add 1 to this side, again in the form of a fraction. So that's going to be plus 4/4, because 4/4 is 1. 1/4 plus 4/4 is 5/4. Now I can subtract I can I can subtract 2/4 from 5/4. So 5/4 subtract 2/4 is 3/4. 3 subtract 2 is 1. So I can write my answer as 1 3/4. Again, once we get going with multiplication and addition and subtraction, it's hard to keep it straight. So make sure you really think about what you're doing, think about the steps to solve them, and think about, does this answer make sense? Thanks for sticking it out through the video. Hope it was helpful, and our next video will be 5.11.